Hi, I'm Congresswoman Jaime Herrera Beutler. The people of Southwest Washington understand firsthand how the federal government can make rules back in Washington, D.C. that, though well-intended, can have a devastating impact on our way of life in the West. My district in Southwest Washington is largely forested. For generations, our forests and the communities they've supported have been part of who we are. For over 100 years, the federal government made a promise to rural communities that our federal forests would be actively managed. However, due to federal regulations and extremist lawsuit after extremist lawsuit, forest management has dramatically declined, and our communities have suffered. Take Skamania County in my district, which has become ground zero for failed forest management. More than 90% of the county is publicly owned. The Gifford-Pinchot National Forest, located there, once supported good timber jobs. Now virtually all of those jobs have gone away, and the county can barely afford to keep its police and schools fully staffed. Rather than saving the environment, there's been a real negative impact on our forests, particularly on the federally controlled portions. Trees have become increasingly susceptible to disease and wildfire. We've also seen a decline in species like deer and elk and multiple species of birds that are dependent on a diversity of forest habitat that comes from active management. This has to change, and it's one of the reasons I'm glad to have my like-minded colleagues from the West to team up with in Congress. I'm working with some of them now to shape new forest policy that will allow our forests to have active management again, resulting in healthier species, fewer wildfires, and more jobs for folks in the communities I represent in Southwest Washington. In the meantime, I'm committed to working with my Democrat and Republican colleagues in Congress to extend the Secure Rural Schools program. We just introduced bicameral legislation to do so. The Secure Rural Schools program is currently the only lifeline for Skamania County and many other formerly timber-dependent communities in Southwest Washington to keep schools, emergency services, and roads operating. And this is why I'm a member of the Western Caucus. We have an unparalleled natural resource in the West and enjoy unique ways of life. And we know that the people who live in the West, the responsible ranchers, landowners, tree farmers, and other residents, are incredible stewards of those resources. It's invaluable to work with other members of Congress who face similar challenges when it comes to reforming federal policies that impact our way of life in the West. Together, we are the voice in Congress that will protect that wonderful way of life and make sure that it's passed on to the next generation.